please introduce the Swiss Education Fair? Is this the first one held in Korea?
Yes, it's the very first one we can hold, and it will focus on boarding schools, private boarding schools, on hotel management schools, and also on the University of Applied Sciences.
What led you in the Swiss Embassy to organize it this year?
We think it is a very good opportunity for those schools to come to Korea, because Korea is developing so fast and constitutes a big potential actually for these schools. And we would like, of course, to see more Koreans in those schools.
So what kind of boarding schools and universities are there?
As I said, it's a mix, so there are many private boarding schools, so it's mainly like high schools. Then there are hotel management schools. Maybe you know that out of the top 10 in the world, 5 are in Switzerland. Actually here present is also the best, very best one, according to some rankings. And there is one University of Applied Science who also wanted to join. Well, I think if you have a high quality education in Switzerland, I think that really increases your chances to get a very good job. I think in Switzerland you get a very deep knowledge, not only of my country, of Switzerland, but of Europe. And it's very international, so you can get to know people from all over the world in one place. So that for your network and for your relations in the future is really good.
Many Korean students attend boarding schools and universities in the US and are more familiar with schools in the US. It's a big strain of people. So what are the differences between schools in the States and schools in Switzerland?
Europe is a quite old continent with a long history. There are many cultures within and quite high developed. And so you can get fluent not only in one culture but in a mix of cultures. And you have a lot of different nationalities there.
So what advice would you give to young Korean teens who wish to be deputies or ambassadors like yourself?
Well, it's a difficult question. I personally like my job because in this job I think you can get to know almost everything. I mean, you get to know people from kings and presidents to ministers to normal people to people who are suffering a lot in prison or in catastrophes or in very difficult situations. And you can get to know all kind of different fields, so from economy, politics, culture, artists, university scientists. And so if you are interested in this kind of diversity and to be challenged in many different kind of fields, I think the field of diplomacy is definitely something very interesting.